What's up, Garage Gym Athletes? A little bit of a different episode for you this week. Jared's been talking about his ultra prep that he's been doing for months now, and it is about finally time that it happened this past weekend. And so, this episode of the podcast is the chronicling of him doing the actual race. He actually ended up recording before or just after every single 5K, so you'll hear every single moment before, during, and after each of the 5Ks and the race as a whole. So he's going to break down everything that went on, his pacing, how he felt, and just the entire play-by-play, somewhat of a live experience of the race that he did. So hope you guys enjoy.
This is the Garage Gym Athlete Podcast, and we're here to build autonomous athletes and put phenomenal programming into every garage, basement, and spare bedroom out there. I'm Jerred Moon, and I'm with Joe Courtney. We are strength and conditioning coaches who have turned over 20,000 people into garage gym athletes over the last decade. And we're here to reduce the information overload that exists in the health and fitness industry today. We're going to do that by covering relevant science and give actionable takeaways, not only from the data, but from our years of experience. So let's dive in. What's up, athletes? Jerred Moon here, doing something a little bit different, something we've never done before. This is going to kind of be a live play-by-play of the ultra marathon I'm doing today. So it is 6:04 a.m. Woke up about 5:30, and I am in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm doing the Death by 5K ultra marathon. So what this marathon is you do a 5K every 2.5 hours, and that starts at 8 a.m. today, 13 April. So I thought I would update you, come on, maybe every 5K, maybe every other 5K, depends on how I'm feeling and what's going on, how long it takes to get hydrated and fed and all those kind of things. But I want to give everybody an update kind of in the moment as things are going on with everything. Also, there are some garage gym athletes here. Try to get them on the podcast as well. But I thought this would be a pretty cool format. Check-in starts shortly. Again, the first race is at 8 a.m. So really looking forward to getting started. And that's it. I'll update you as we go along. Let me know what you think of this style of podcast. All right. Sitting here with Mark Bishop. How's it going?
So far, so good, man.
So far, so good. Yeah, so we just finished the first 5K. What were your thoughts?
I had to tell myself to dial it back a lot and not race the people around me and just kind of focus on running my race. I like the course. It's not as sloppy as I thought it was going to be. We had rain here Monday through Thursday. A lot of tree roots, so it could be pretty treacherous at night.
Yeah, the nighttime's going to be a little scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I don't know, it's pretty good. I was like in low zone 2 for the first half, but then same thing happened to me that you're talking about. Like I'd see somebody, I want to pass them. So then heart rate climbed up a little bit. There does seem to be a lot of elevation gain, more than I was expecting. And so that will get tiring. I don't know if those will turn into walks at some point. But overall, I feel pretty good. This is 1 of 10 though. So we'll see where that goes. I'm interested to see how the day progresses, but overall, I'm good right now, just trying to get a little bit of hydration, some food after every single one. We have basically a 2-hour break in between each one, which is nice. But, yeah, I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the hardest part's going to be? Where do you think it'll get hard? We can try and call it now.
So when I did a practice one of these, I did 4 of them back in October. I didn't give myself enough mobility, cool down, warm up, and stuff like that. So by number 4, my body was starting to ache. I don't think that'll be the case today because we have so much downtime and we're just chilling and stretching and have plenty of time. But I think probably 7, 8, 9, when it starts getting dark and you're ready to go to bed at a normal time, is when it's really going to be tough.
Yeah. I think I'll get tired at dusk. Like that's when I'll be like, okay, I'm good. I'm tired. And then once this not sleeping, I don't know how sleep's going to go, if at all. So I think that's when it's going to get really tough, is like that stretch in the wee hours of the morning. That's when it'll be tough. But
yeah. It'll be fun though, because it's night running with a headlamp, and it'll be slower going because you're already tired and stuff. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing to toughest part to wrap your head around is fatigue and dodging tree branches and roots and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I hope I don't catch one. All right, guys, that's it for the first one. We'll keep updating you as they go along. All right, just finished the second 5K. Feeling pretty good. Felt hungry on that one, so I just crushed peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a gel, trying to get about 50 to 80 grams of carbohydrates post 5K, and I'll kind of share some of the math on why I'm doing that later, or perhaps in a different podcast post race or something like that. Overall, felt good. Probably went a little too hard on that one. Heart rate was a little high. I definitely probably need to scale back, but it's hard. It's hard when you're out there running, and to be honest, I feel pretty good, but I'm still pushing it a little bit harder than I should here in the second one. So the third one, I'm going to try and calm down a little bit, not go as hard, and see, other than that, a little bit of fatigue in the legs, which I was surprised at number 2. We'll see how number 3 feels. But overall, everything's good. There's plenty of time to rest in between these, hydrate, get enough nutrition. So hopefully things just carry on. But keep updating you. That is number 2. All right, we just finished number 3.
Number 3.
Yep. So 15,000 meters, 9 miles ish, something like that. How you feeling?
Better than I thought I would. Definitely like the first half mile to mile takes a little bit to kind of loosen up a little bit, but feel better running than I do just sitting and waiting around.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, better than I thought I would, and pleasantly surprised. So having a good time so far.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good after the third. I started to have kind of like a weird crash before we started the third, really, and long story short, I don't think I ate enough like in the last 2 days. I think I was like just a little bit behind on calories in general. So I stepped it up. I had protein bar, and then they had quesadillas for us after this one, slammed that. So I'm actually feeling pretty good right now. Do think I got slightly behind on food and calories, but I think I'm caught up now. I know I'm good on hydration. And I took that one easier. You've been consistent across all 3, right? You're just,
plus or minus like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Heart rate has varied, but this one similar pace as round 2, but a lower heart rate. I think I just focused on breathing more and stride and just thought about other things.
Yeah, this one I took easier, is about 3 minutes slower than my first 2. I actually did a negative split between 1 and 2, and I just didn't think that was sustainable. I don't know long term if that's going to be a good decision. Hopefully, like, if I get to the end of today and I feel like, man, I could have gone faster, that won't be awesome, because I do feel like this last one I just finished, I feel like I could have gone faster. But it was nice to chill because I feel almost recovered from that third one. I just kept heart rate in low zone 3. I'd get up to higher zone 3 on some of the hills, but I'm feeling really good right now because of it. So number 4, I don't know, maybe I'll go a little bit harder on 4 just so I don't, and start switching back and forth. And then if I feel like I have a lot of energy left on number 7 or 8, then maybe I empty it then. Are you going to just try and stay consistent the whole time?
Yeah, I'm just going to listen to my body. I thought about this in the last one because I saw a couple people that had been ahead of me on previous laps walking in spots, and then it made me second guess my strategy. And I'm like, shoot, should I be walking more or like taking it easier? And I was like, I feel good. I'm just going to like listen to my body, and
because it's not like out of shape people walking up a hill. It's like, I've seen some people where I'm like, you look like a really legit runner and you're walking up the hill.
Yeah.
You know, so I've had the same, the same second guessing, because I'll kind of start at the front of the pack with you. And then I slow down after about a mile. But like some of the people, I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing. Like, this is intentional. Just some of the more advanced runners. I think the fastest guys here aren't walking anything, but like some of the people who are definitely doing better than me are still walking.
That's a goal, is to just not slip and fall, and 2, to not have to walk at all.
Yeah, what time is it? It's 1:52 at the time of recording this, so we're also kind of the peak of the day in heat.
Yeah.
This one and the next one are going to be hot. It's not like hot, but it's like, what, like 80?
Yeah, it's probably low 80s. Little breeze kicked up, though.
Feels somewhat humid, but I will like it when it cools down. I mean, it hasn't been too bad. There's a lot of shade on the course. So
there is a spot like right in the middle for about a stretch of 3/4 of a mile or so where it gets hot, though. It's open gravel road and it gets hot there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty shady. So.
All All right, cool. We're going to hydrate some more, lacrosse ball, Theragun, all that good stuff, and get ready for round 4. All right, we just finished 4, so 20K, and I think we both agree that was a pretty good one. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, definitely. Like I felt more energized after that than when we started. You know, it took a few steps to get warmed up and loosened up a little bit, but I don't know. I just felt like I really hit a stride. It just kind of felt good, and so I just kept on going, and it seemed seamless.
Yeah.
Almost not effortless, but like I didn't have to think or work hard. I just really hit a groove.
Right.
And so, yeah, it felt good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement. So 3rd one, I went a little bit slower. 4th one, I sped back up, basically matched the time of my first 2, and felt really good. I mean, my heart rate's a little bit higher, and to be honest, I think if I were to be running without a GPS watch, I'd probably just be going faster because it says my heart rate's high, but I feel okay. Like I don't feel like, but I'm accustomed to high heart rate stuff just from over the years. But I feel fine, and that's the thing is like, I'm just gonna keep pushing it. Maybe go, I don't know, the next one. Well, I say the next one I'm probably gonna run fast because it's our last one in the daylight, most likely. And then I already know I'm gonna add a couple minutes just the second the sun goes down because when we put those headlamps on, I'm gonna not want to fall down. So maybe I'll go fast on the next one, and then chill on some of the evening ones until I understand how running with a headlamp works, because I haven't actually really done that on a trail yet. So it's
really?
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, so it's I've done some road running in the dark, but I don't think I've done any trail running in the dark, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. One thing I mentioned earlier is I'm seeing more and more people walking and stuff like that, and I think this is where our, like, strength training is really paying dividends. Is just like with the endurance and lack of fatigue, or just overall like energy levels and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I think even some of the smaller, there's like the long hills that I guess you could run or walk, up to you, but then even those like shorter ones that are like 10 steps to go up real quick, like a lot of people were like walking those and kind of holding a tree to like get up that I'm passing because things just lack of strength.
Yeah,
it's like,
I'm like bounding up them. That's the fun part for me. And I have to tell myself to slow down.
Yeah, same.
I feel like I'm juking people out and stuff like that, like Barry Sanders or something. But
they'll jack your heart rate up real quick, but it feels better to go up them fast than to go slow.
It's actually a good opportunity to pass some people too. Like if you're in a conga line and you can't get past anybody, like those are really good opportunities to just zip on past someone.
Yeah,
just hurt some feelings,
take some souls. Is that what Goggins says?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get some water and some food and catch you guys at number 5. Okay, just finished number 5. So that's halfway. That's 25K. Just me recording. Bishop and I had a big fight, and now no, I'm kidding. I'm in my truck charging my phone, so I'm away from kind of the base camp area, but I figured I'd give a quick update so everybody knows how things are going on. Like I said, 5 complete. Running a lot faster than I thought I would. To be honest, I thought I would be sandbagging most of these runs. Heart rate's pretty high, and I feel decent. To be honest, if I wasn't wearing a heart rate monitor, I'd probably be running a little bit faster because I actually feel pretty good on the runs, but I'm paying attention to my heart rate, and I dial it back based off of it getting too high or, going uphill. I just regulate all those kind of things. Other than that, body is feeling decent. Definitely starting to feel a little tight, a little sore, and that was the last one in daylight. So we're headed to the nighttime headlamps. Things are going to slow down a little bit. It's going to get a little bit colder. Just circadian rhythm just going to start to get more tired. So the nighttime will be interesting. This is the part I've been looking forward to, really get to find out what it's going to be like to, kind of run through the night. Limited sleep. I'm actually going to try and get some sleep after I'm done recording this, even though it's only 6:53 p.m. at the time of recording, but see if I can get like a 30-minute nap or something. But I don't know if it's going to be possible because I'm not good at naps. But that's it. I'll update you more at 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So far, so good. Okay, just finished number 6. This is the first one in the dark, so we're using headlamps, which is a new experience for me. Overall, wasn't bad. I was slightly slower, but only by like 30 seconds. So me and Mark both have pretty much kept our same splits throughout the entire race. 6 in so far, which is pretty good. Feeling pretty good. How you feeling, Mark?
Surprisingly well. I'm surprised that both of us are able to maintain a solid pace.
Yeah.
That was the first lap that I have actively thought about sleeping, though, so I'm definitely getting tired.
Yeah. So these updates are going to probably get a little bit shorter because we're going to try and get some sleep, actually. Try and get some sleep in between the races here. Maybe get 30 minutes, 40 minutes, who knows. But I'll update you on the next one. All right, guys, here with Mark Bishop. We just finished number 7, and it is 11:43 p.m. How'd you feel after that one, Mark?
Strong. I don't know what it is. Like the first mile kind of hobble along, and then all of a sudden it just body loosens up a little bit. And I don't know. I really like the woods parts because I just, feel like I can go hard and just bound, and it's fun for me. So I actually look forward to running through the woods.
Just so everyone knows, Mark may actually win this thing. We'll see. See how it all shakes out.
No, there's some dude with a handlebar mustache who's just crushing it.
Yeah. So I just did PR. That was my, not PR 5K, but PR in this race. That was my fastest 5K. Number 7. Feeling pretty good. I think it's more anger that I just want it to be over, and I feel like if I run faster, it'll be over faster. But let's talk about the most impressive thing. Mark's been saying all day how it'd be nice if they just handed him a cup of chicken noodle soup at the end of one of these 5Ks, and it happened on the end of 7. That was impressive. How did you do that?
Just a little willpower, just a little telepathy.
You manifested that.
I did. And I was just kind of cooling down, and I had a feeling. I was like, it just felt right. I was like, God, chicken noodle soup sounds good right now. Sure enough, man, they hooked it up.
So we get 1 or 2 more meals?
One.
One more?
There might be something at the very end, but I think 4 a.m. is our next. After the 4 a.m. run is our next meal.
All right, so 4 a.m. What are we getting? You think breakfast? You think it'll be?
Yeah, man. They did pancakes after the very first run, pancakes and bacon. So you know what? I'm gonna go with waffles on this one. No chicken to go with it.
Yeah, I would
just
call
waffles.
chicken and waffles. I just know it's impossible.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I think waffles is a great guess. I'm gonna go with that. All right, guys. 7 in the books. A couple more, 3 more here, and then we'll be done. All right, we just finished. What was that?
Number 8.
8. We just finished number 8. Both doing pretty well. That was like a top 3 performance for me. How about you? Was that like a pretty good one?
Yeah, top 3.
Yeah.
26 even.
Mark's doing awesome. I'm feeling good. This is going to be a quick update because it is 2:09 a.m. and we're going to see if we can get some sleep. But yeah, that's it. Things are going well. The whole crowd, the whole crew, everyone's slowing down quite a bit, which is, I think, motivating us to go faster. But it's been good. 2 more to go. Wait, there we go. Mark, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, Jerred.
We just finished number 9. Can you tell it's 4:43 a.m. and we have not really slept? So we just finished number 9. We're getting faster. I think we're running negative splits. I am. You're not. You're just staying fast the whole time. That was your strategy. It's worked out really well.
Dude, I just been riding the razor's edge, baby.
Yeah.
That's this last one's gonna hurt. That 9 hurt the worst out of all of them.
Yeah. So body overall, legs are super sore is the word I'll use. Torn
achy.
up. Just say achy. Well, what's cool about getting into the nighttime, we were just talking about this before we were recording, is start of the race for me, I was kind of middle of the pack, maybe top 3rd during the day. But then as soon as the sun went down, I've been top 10, you've been top 5 for the last 4, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe more for you. I'm saying for me, last 4. So it's just crazy that's all like grit. It's like mental fortitude. That's, I think, pushing us through the end here. Because I don't feel like, I mean, how much faster are you running? Have you stayed pretty consistent?
Yeah, that one was a little bit slower. Probably top half, I would say, though, of my finishes. But I didn't have anybody chasing me on that one.
Yeah, and you were still like top 3 or something. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
crazy.
but
All right, well,
yeah.
we got one more.
One more, man. Can't wait.
One more. All right. And that's a wrap. Mark and I both finished the Death by 5K, the 24-hour race. I will be doing a follow-up podcast, maybe with Mark, and just going over lessons learned after we've kind of had a chance to, 1, get some sleep, and then 2, just go over what we thought of the race. Coolest thing, I mean, I kind of hinted on in some of the other ones, like I kept getting faster throughout the night. Once the sun went down, I was running almost negative splits all the way from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I felt really good about my performance, and I'm going to think through it a lot more. And like I said, do a follow-up podcast. But overall, it was a great event, great experience, and definitely got to meet myself, which was, what you can expect and what you go for in an event like this. But hope you like this style of podcast where we try something new and give you kind of like the real life updates of what was happening every single time. But that's a wrap on this one. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Remember, if you don't kill comfort, comfort will kill you.